Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready, break.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, Patterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A gain of 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The Falcons at 2-8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. On
2nd and 9, Fields. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he stopped immediately there.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Patterson.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And some room to work.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 28. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they should.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. A far left side taken in by Komet. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. Second down and 3.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And give him a gain of 37.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this 1st half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Traquan Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception in the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the 1st half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the 1st half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Drake London,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
3rd quarter starting with a run from Montgomery.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Now it's Fields.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. From just shy of midfield. Fields caught by Montgomery. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Fields.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 35 on second down.
Fields locates Mooney on the out route. Down inside the 10.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Fields trying to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Come on, back.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Get ready.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third call.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Fields.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Smith catches left side.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll set up to throw.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Ritter will throw for it.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 37, Bears 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready, set. Set.
They'll run here with Algier.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ridder taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
From the end zone, here comes.
Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. He's got Mooney.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Fields throwing again. There's Mooney with another catch.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these